All right, a little bit early. Gonna wait about 7 more minutes or so. See if people show up. I posted on Facebook and the Discord group, but I'll start regardless of whether people show up. Yeah, I gotta run these events for myself as well, so get that done. But yeah, give it a few. I was going to put on some music, but I don't want to torture y'all. And Derek Bauman's here. Howdy, Derek. Going to start in about, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes, probably. I am going to run to get a soda in case I get thirsty, so I will be right back. Oh, goody, it didn't explode on me. I got one of these, I get these bottles of Coke and from the corner store there. And the other day, or I guess it was yesterday, I got one and I hadn't shaken it up. It had just been sitting. I think it was even in the fridge for a little bit. And I brought it over near the computer and I opened it up. And of course, it exploded everywhere. This one did not do that, which is nice. So, get my plugs out of the way, I suppose. I'm going to be using my FG Assistant application, which is a way to roll Phil Singer games, like matches on your desktop computer. If you're interested and haven't checked it out, https://patreon.com/FG Assistant will get you to where you need to go to read more about it and possibly get in on the action. I am not a greedy dude, so basically if you sign up for any tier for 1 month and download the application, you can use it in perpetuity. I'm not going to cut you off or anything. I'm not into the subscription model, so if you want to subscribe monthly and help out the development, that is awesome, but I will never force you to subscribe just to use the program, except for the 1 month. So I need that little bit to for you to get it, and then you can unsubscribe if you want to. That's fine with me. I am not going to make a big deal about it. But again, if you stick around, I appreciate your patronage, and there's lots of bonuses. You get a monthly bootleg card with Warner artwork most months. I think that there have been a couple of months where, either Warner's running a little behind or whatever, and so, I'll have to figure something else out. But most months have a Warner artwork, all that kind of stuff. So, it can be worth it. Alright, so we're approaching bell time, 7:13 p.m. by my clock here. Oh, my computer is telling me 7:12, but same idea. So let's get this going. Okay, I need to blow that up. I had
It's up to you, promoter.
Essentially forgot to reposition it when I was showing off the mobile version, but now it's back. You can hear the sweet background music. That's been my thing this next update is to add background music manager and system and allow you to, use your own tracks or whatever. Let's go ahead and turn this off for now. Background, yeah, there we go. We'll just set that to 0, but yeah, it's got a jukebox so you can turn things on and off. Everything but the Sim and Tycoon games, which is just a random track that I moved in there to test that the custom, the user tracks were working. And they do indeed work. Oh, same with Enter the Mega City. Those were just things I moved in to test. But it comes with a couple of tracks, but for the most part, I would hope that people would use their own or just turn it off. Either way is fine. So yeah, I've got that turned off there. So we're gonna go back, and we are getting close to start time. So let's go into here and load this up. Load event. NWC documents. Card 8.10. There we go. Let's have this booked. Set it to NWC. Actually, no, we'll just do it. But let me run you through the matches since it's about time that we started this up. In our opener, we have Martin the Blimp Levy taking on Nouroulah. I have no idea how that's pronounced. But Martin Levy will see what he can do against the Giant Turk. In our second match, we've got the Missouri Mauler versus Iron Mike DiBiase. And then we will have Elvira Snodgrass taking on the fabulous Moolah. Moolah lost the women's title and to Mildred Burke, and then Burke recently lost it to Nell Stewart. And so Nell Stewart is our women's champion, and Moolah is trying to convince the championship committee that she is ready for another title shot. And so she is going to take on Elvira Snodgrass and hopefully prove her worthiness. And then we've got the tag team titles on the line when Los Hermanos Shadow take on the Punjab Express. Punjab Express is Dara Singh and the Great Gama. Los Hermanos Shadows are champions, are Blue Demon and Black Shadow. And we're going to see how they do. They have defended once or twice before. They won the titles from the fabulous Kangaroos, which I will get into in a second. Then we've got Waldo von Erich versus Rip Hawk, two guys who are historically much better known for their tag teams, but are basically waiting for their partners to debut. So I threw them against one another. So Rip Hawk versus Waldo von Erich here in sort of our mid-match. And then we've got a junior heavyweight matchup, which will see El Santo take on Earl Caddock. Both of these guys are kind of in contention for the for another junior heavyweight shot against William Muldoon. Muldoon has still not lost his title. He has basically dominated everyone. He, on the last card that I did not stream, he steamrolled Roy Welch. So he is still going strong. But maybe one of these guys will win the right to take it away. And then in another women's match, we've got Yulie Brynner, who is winless. She's 0-2. But one of her matches has been against Mildred Burke for the title because we needed a new challenger. And the other match was against the fabulous Moolah. And so, she was thrown right into the top end of things and basically told to sink or swim, and she sank. So now we're throwing her back into sort of the middle of the card here as she takes on Clara Mortenson. And then in a number one contenders match where the winner will face Luthez for the NWC World's Heavyweight title at card 8.12. So that's our December card. We've got Joe Stecher and Johnny Valentine. Both of these guys have fairly impressive win records and are looking to earn the right to face the champion. So hopefully one of these guys will impress us and go on to face Luthez. And then in our semi-main event, we've got the Fargo brothers, Jackie and Roughhouse Fargo. And they are now managed by Wild Red Berry, who bought out their contract after he walked out on the fabulous Kangaroos when the Kangaroos lost the NWC Tag Team titles. Red Berry walked out on them and said that they were bums. He went on a crusade to try to embarrass them, facing both of them individually in singles matches. He was beaten soundly both times and took it as a personal slight and vowed that he would come back and get revenge. So now he is bringing in the Fargo brothers to try to get his revenge on the fabulous Kangaroos. And then in our main event of the evening, we've got a European Championship match. We've got Jim Londos, the European Heavyweight Champion, and he has been a champion for quite a while. And he is going to be taking on Bert Assirati, who is one of my upcoming Bootlegs of Wrestling Fall 2024 cards. So this is an exclusive. I guess you're getting to see it first here. But Bert Assirati, he will be challenging Jim Londos. And I did a black and white of Assirati, and this card is fairly similar, but not exactly the same. So if you see my black and white card, this card is on par with that. And those are our 10 matches this evening. We're coming to you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Forbes Field. And we've got 31,046 tickets sold out of 41,000 possible. So about 10,000 empty seats, but that's still a pretty impressive number, 31,000 folks. I think that's the largest crowd in NWC history. So we are going to get underway here as Martin Levi and Nouroulah are set to square off. And in the red corner, weighing in at 350 pounds and standing an impressive 7 feet 2 inches tall, sorry, that's bugging me. There was a red border on the streaming software that I use, and for some reason it was distracting the crap out of me. So, standing 7 feet 2 inches tall from the Ottoman Empire, this is Nouroulah. I'm going to go with that. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 667 pounds, and standing 6 feet 3 inches tall from Quincy, Massachusetts, this is Martin the Blimp Levi. Martin Levi. And the two men meet in the center of the ring. And it's Nouroulah taking control of this match from the outset. Open hand strike on Martin the Blimp Levi. The Blimp is hurt. And Nouroulah goes for a crotch hold takeover. On such a big man, I'm not sure that's going to be that effective. Let's see. This is a choice E maneuver. And the Blimp has a -3 power. So we're not going to go for that. We're going to go for the agility. And +4. So this will work no matter what, as that will be a 12 or less. But we're going to roll anyway. Oop, that's death jump. That is the wrong thing. There we go. And Nouroulah rolls and is, of course, successful. And the Blimp is down. And now Nouroulah with a rolling smother hold, a +1 finisher on Martin the Blimp Levi. This could do it for him. Target is going to be 5. Roll is an 8, so the Blimp able to get free here. But Nouroulah in control. A standing folding press on Martin Levi. And Levy's down, can't get his shoulders to the mat to cover him with that folding press, but transitions directly into another rolling smother hold. Target is going to be 6. And the roll is an 8. So once again, Martin the Blimp Levy able to free himself. And Nouroulah forced to try something else, going for the sitting head scissors. This is a choice D maneuver. This is going to work on the power rating. That is going to be 5 or less, so no. So we'll go for the level 2 move, the level 2 sitting head scissors. Going to work on 12 or less. Going to roll, but it's going to work. And Martin Levy able to pop his head out and grabs him and throws him through the ropes. This is an agility move, and he does not have the agility, so Nouroulah able to free himself before he goes through the ropes. And stands back up, kicks him directly in the thigh. So that was a hard shot to the thigh of Martin Levy. Levy's dazed here as he hops around. And Nouroulah now with the open palm strike. Once again catching Levy and dazing him. And this time Nouroulah grabs him up and goes for that heave across the ring. And surprisingly, Nouroulah is the more powerful of the two men, even though he is outweighed by about 300 pounds or 250 pounds or something like that. But that will be successful, so Levy is down. He is not going to roll out of the ring. He is in there for the duration. And a standing folding press by Nouroulah. And he's got another pin on Martin Levy. Target is going to be 6. Roll is a 7, so Levy just barely able to get a shoulder up on that standing folding press. And Levy's in trouble here as Nouroulah once again applies that rolling smother hold. And shoulders are on the mat. Target is 8. Roll is a 7. So Nouroulah, using his considerable height advantage and strength advantage to beat the, I don't know whether you would call him larger, but certainly more girthy man. And that does it for that one. So that was Nouroulah over Martin Levy with a rolling smother hold. That's going to be a 2-star match. It was kind of a squash. Martin Levy really didn't get any offense in there at all. But it lasted too long to be like technically a squash. So we're going to call it a 2-star match. And now we're on to our follow-up matchup with Mike DiBiase, Iron Mike. He's going to be taking on Larry Hamilton, the Missouri Mauler. And in the red corner, weighing in at 210 pounds and standing 6 feet tall, from Omaha, Nebraska, he is Iron Mike DiBiase. Iron Mike. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 325 pounds and standing 6 feet, 4 inches tall, from St. Joseph, Missouri, this is the Missouri Mauler, Larry Hamilton. The Missouri Mauler, folks. And now let's roll them dice as these two meet in the center of the ring, and it's Iron Mike DiBiase using his speed advantage here to get the upper hand. And Iron Mike with a big snapmare. And that's going to daze the Missouri Mauler. And he moves in, bounces himself off the ropes, and tries for a shoulder tackle. And that will work. He connects with the Missouri Mauler, knocks him off balance. Missouri Mauler is hurt here, as Iron Mike scoops him up with a big body slam. And Missouri Mauler able to kind of club him in the back as he tries to pick him up. And now the Missouri Mauler attempts a big kick, choice D. Let's see. He's going to go for the power rating. That's going to work on 9 or less for a level 3 big kick. And on a roll of 11, Iron Mike DiBiase able to get out of the way. And DiBiase scoots that big kick, moves behind, and applies a sleeper on the Missouri Mauler. And the Missouri Mauler is hurt here as Iron Mike has that sleeper applied. And Missouri Mauler able to break the sleeper. Mike DiBiase grabs the arm, twists it up, and then pulls the hair of the Missouri Mauler. Mauler pulled to the mat. He's hurt as he stands back up, but Iron Mike DiBiase still has that arm, and he transitions all the way back to the sleeper here. Missouri Mauler in trouble. He's down. He's going to roll out of the ring here as he gets to the ropes. And Mike DiBiase is upset. Follows him out of the ring and whips him off into the barricade that separates the ringside area from the crowd, and the referee is not having any of that. He admonishes Iron Mike DiBiase, tells him no more funny stuff, but doesn't disqualify him. So DiBiase rolls the Missouri Mauler back in the ring and applies an abdominal stretch. And Missouri Mauler in trouble here as that sit in the center of the ring. Nowhere to go. Referee checking on Missouri Mauler here. Target is going to be 3. Roll is a 9. So the Missouri Mauler doesn't give up. But Iron Mike DiBiase is solidly in control now. He lets go of the abdominal stretch. Spins Mauler around and knees him directly in the stomach. And that collapses the Missouri Mauler to the mat. Iron Mike DiBiase showing a surprising amount of brawling ability in this match. And once again, a big knee to the stomach. And he hurts Missouri Mauler with this one. Doesn't quite catch him as solidly. And Iron Mike goes for that body slam again. Tries to scoop him up and slam him to the mat, and he does. And Mike DiBiase in control now as the Missouri Mauler is down. And Mike DiBiase, he's going to throw him out of the ring. And Mike DiBiase throws the Missouri Mauler out of the ring. Missouri Mauler hits that unpadded concrete floor hard. And is in control here. Or in control. He's in trouble. Missouri Mauler adding 1. And he rolls back in the ring. And Mike DiBiase immediately jumps on him. And tosses him out of the ring on the other side. The Missouri Mauler has had enough. He grabs the legs of Iron Mike DiBiase and pulls him down near the corner post. And he crotches Iron Mike DiBiase on the corner post. The referee, once again, is not happy about the tactics of these men. So he's rolling his DQ. He's not disqualified. And he rolls back into the ring and starts taking control on Iron Mike, who is still nursing his jewels there as the Missouri Mauler drops an elbow on Iron Mike DiBiase. And Iron Mike is hurt here as the Missouri Mauler scoops him up off the mat even and just scoops him like a sack and body slams him to the mat. This is a choice F, but for some reason, does he have 3? Oh, good Lord. Sam. We all tried to proofread Sam's cards for him, because this is from Sam's upcoming set that will be released at Galacticon. And this one got by us. It's got 3 choices on it. So I'm going to go here, and I think I can adjust his choice. Yes, I can. I'm going to do the choice D, so that's choice 1. I'm going to adjust that temporarily to choice, what is this, choice F? There we go. Choice F. And then I'll have to adjust it back if he rolls the other one. Alright, so Missouri Mauler. This is going to be a level 3 move. It's going to work on 7 or better. And on a roll of 6, that scoop slam just plants him down on the mat. Oop, that was the wrong thing. I rolled cage instead of level 3. And Mike DiBiase is hurt by that big scoop body slam by the Missouri Mauler. Mauler still in control here. Choice B with that power lock. You could either send him into the turnbuckle, which is what he's going to do. So, applies a power lock and backs him into the turnbuckle. But Iron Mike able to lift a knee as Missouri Mauler tries to push him back, and it hits Missouri Mauler square in the gut. And Iron Mike DiBiase now in control, pushing him into the ropes. And the referee once again steps in and breaks these two men up. Says, not on my watch, no funny business. And Iron Mike DiBiase once again using his speed to win the lockup here. And once again backs Missouri Mauler into the ropes. And he leans the Missouri Mauler off against the ropes and just hauls off and squarely forearm to the chest. And Mike DiBiase in control here. DiBiase, level 3 offense with a big knee to the stomach as Missouri Mauler still leaned up against the ropes. And he is hurt. And DiBiase catches Missouri Mauler as he's trying to move away from the ropes and pushes him back in. And this time he pushes him all the way against the ropes. And the Missouri Mauler falls out of the ring. And the Mauler rolling his count out here. And that's going to be 5. And the roll is a 7. So the Missouri Mauler able to get back in the ring. But he is in trouble here as Iron Mike DiBiase is absolutely in control of this match. Once again, knee to the stomach. He can't get much done when he's got him pressed against the ropes and is in charge. And this time, Missouri Mauler catches it. And the Missouri Mauler pushes him back. It goes for a kick to the stomach. But no, Iron Mike DiBiase catches that. And Mike DiBiase catches it and throws it back down, putting Missouri Mauler off balance. And Mike DiBiase grabs the arm and pulls the hair, trying to put Mauler on the mat. This time Mauler able to withstand the hair pull and grabs the headlock on Mike DiBiase. And Mike DiBiase pops his head out and delivers a big series of punches square to the ribs of Missouri Mauler as he pops his head out and stands behind him and just unloads on the ribs and kidney of the Missouri Mauler. And Mauler's down. He's going to roll out of the ring again. And he takes a quick breather, kind of collects himself here, rolls back in the ring. Iron Mike DiBiase in control now. And arm twist and hair pull, trying to pull him down to the mat. And that one is successful. And he stands back up. DiBiase still got the arm. And DiBiase now attempts a big body slam on the Missouri Mauler. And the Mauler clubs him in the back once again. And continues to beat on him until he lets go. Now the Missouri Mauler applies a hammerlock. That is going to be successful. And Mike DiBiase in trouble here as the Missouri Mauler wrenches that hammerlock. Mauler gets in position, scoops him up, and a big backdrop on Mike DiBiase. And Mike DiBiase is down. Mike DiBiase gonna leave the ring as well. He rolls out. And he takes a breather this time. Collects himself, rolls back in, but the Mauler jumps on him and immediately scoops him back up and just drops him again with the big backdrop. And this time DiBiase is down in the center of the ring, can't roll out. And the Mauler in control here drops the elbow on Iron Mike. Iron Mike is hurt here. And he pushes Iron Mike DiBiase into the ropes. No, he's going to roll up. And instead he's going to grab a collar and elbow lockup on Iron Mike DiBiase. And Mike DiBiase wins the collar and elbow tie-up. Pushes him into the ropes. And then charges in and attempts a shoulder tackle. And that will connect, knocking Missouri Mauler off balance. But it knocks him back into the ropes, and the Mauler comes back in with a shot of his own, and then applies a big hammerlock and wrenches it on Iron Mike DiBiase. Mike DiBiase is down as the Missouri Mauler lets go of the hammerlock and drops an elbow on him. And Iron Mike DiBiase is hurt here. And Missouri Mauler with that power lock here. He's going to lock it in and move him back into the turnbuckle. And Mike DiBiase spins it around. Now he's shoving Missouri Mauler into the turnbuckle. And Mauler can't get much done. The referee steps in, breaks these two up. And DiBiase has already stepped out, and as soon as Missouri Mauler steps out of the corner, Mike DiBiase pounces in on him, delivering a big series of punches on the Missouri Mauler, catching him all 3 times here. And the Missouri Mauler is hurt as Iron Mike DiBiase scoops him with a body slam. And this one is good as Mike DiBiase yanks him up high and just plants him on the mat. Mike DiBiase now locks in that abdominal stretch once again. And once again, that catches him in the center of the ring. The referee is there to check on him. The target is going to be 6. The roll is a 10, so the Missouri Mauler able to break free for the time being. And this time, Mike DiBiase climbs to the ropes after throwing the Missouri Mauler down to the mat, waits for him to stand back up. And the Missouri Mauler not sure what happened to Mike DiBiase or where he went, as DiBiase comes flying off the top rope with a knee to the back. This is a +1 finisher, so the target is going to be 8, and the roll is a 6. So after the top rope knee to the back, Iron Mike DiBiase picks up the win over the Missouri Mauler. That was an epic match here, 37 minutes and 35 seconds for these two. And Mike DiBiase picked up the win with a top rope knee to the back. Let's see, that was a 2.5-star match. There we go. And we're moving on to women's action here as Elvira Snodgrass. She takes on the fabulous Moolah. And Moolah, like I said at the beginning, she is looking to get back into the women's title picture. And at a win over Elvira Snodgrass would certainly help prove that she is worthy of that role. And in the red corner, weighing in at 150 pounds and standing 5 feet, 6 inches tall, from Columbia, South Carolina, she is the fabulous Moolah. And her opponent in the blue corner, weighing in at 136 pounds and standing in at 5 feet, 7 inches tall, from Vornado, Louisiana, Elvira Snodgrass. And these two ladies lock up in the center of the ring. And it's going to be Snodgrass who takes control. Let me check and make sure that she doesn't have any weird things with... No, she's only got... She's good. Okay. So Elvira Snodgrass takes control in the lockup here. And she tries to elbow Moolah in the head. And she connects. And Moolah just kind of shakes it off and slaps Elvira Snodgrass square in the mouth. And Moolah struts around the ring like she owns the place. And Elvira Snodgrass is dazed. Fabulous Moolah goes for a head scissors and tries to pull the hair to put her on the mat. And that is going to be successful, and Elvira Snodgrass is hurt here. Moolah throws a big drop kick, and it catches Elvira Snodgrass. She is sent reeling back into the ropes and is off kilter here as the fabulous Moolah goes in for the kill with a big headbutt. And the headbutt connects, and Snodgrass is down. The fabulous Moolah not screwing around here, throwing Elvira Snodgrass out of the ring. And Snodgrass is frustrated. She grabs a big wooden chair from the timekeeper's area and sends it flying into the ring. The referee is threatening her here. And the referee not going to disqualify her because she didn't hit anybody. Snodgrass rolls back in the ring, and Moolah jumps all over her. Moolah with a big knee lift. And that's going to put Elvira Snodgrass on her back. And Moolah jumps on her with the body press. And that is a level 0 finisher, so the target is going to be 3 here. Roll is a 5, so Snodgrass able to kick out. Moolah back up and jumps on her with another body press. Target is going to be 4. Roll is a 4, so the fabulous Moolah has won this match in fairly convincing fashion. And fabulous Moolah with a body press. And that was a squash. Elvira Snodgrass, aside from that opening elbow to the head, which Moolah pretty much ignored, she did nothing the entire match. So, it definitely was a squash. And here we are, we're coming to our first title match with the Los Hermanos Shadow, the Brothers of Shadow, or the Shadow Brothers, taking on Punjab Express. This is going to be Dara Singh and the Great Gamma. We have never seen Dara Singh before, so this is the first time that Singh has wrestled in the NWC. He's been brought in by the Great Gamma, who is basically taking a break from NWC action, hadn't been seen in a while, and now he's back with Dara Singh in tag team action. And let's see how they do here. We want the tag titles in the match. And in the red corner at a total combined weight of 505 pounds, Dara Singh and Great Gamma, the Punjab Express. And in the blue corner at a total combined weight of 336 pounds, from Mexico City, Mexico, the NWC Tag Team Champions, Blue Demon and Black Shadow, Los Hermanos Shadow. And, I'm going to try, Grant swears by the double team chart there. I'm going to give it a whirl. So let's add something. Both corners independent. Double team attempts. And how many does each... If there's anybody out there, does anybody know how many each team gets? I think that they get 3. It's been a while. I'm going to give each team 3. Unless somebody corrects me. In which case we can correct it later anyway. So no harm, no foul. Alright, so here we go. Los Hermanos Shadow versus the Punjab Express. And Dara Singh and Blue Demon going to start us off here. And Blue Demon, the champion, wins the lockup and is quick to throw Dara Singh into the ropes. And then he hits him with a big lucha body block as he comes back off the ropes. Dara Singh able to duck out of the way, and Blue Demon hits nothing but air as he plants the mat. Now Dara Singh rushes in, tries a monkey flip on Blue Demon. This match is starting out quick. And Blue Demon monkey flipped into his own corner. He is close enough to try for a tag here. And on a roll of 5, he is successfully able to tag in Black Shadow, and Shadow comes in, throw some knife-edged chops at Dara Singh. And Singh is hurt as he staggers back into his corner. We're going to roll the 2 dice here to see if he can make the tag. He cannot. So Dara Singh just eats them knife-edged chops. Black Shadow moves in with a big handstand head scissors, trying to throw Dara Singh out of his corner. Singh able to shove him off, though. And now Dara Singh with a standing Indian grapevine on Black Shadow. Shadow is in trouble here as they are in the center of the ring. And target is going to be 3. Roll is a 5, so Black Shadow able to kick out of that one. And now Dara Singh in control here. And Singh mounts he gets on top of Black Shadow and just throws them mounted chops. And Black Shadow is hurt here. Into the turnbuckle here as Dara Singh scoops Black Shadow off the mat. No, he's not going to send him into the turnbuckle as he's got an 8 turnbuckle rating. He's going to roll up. And scoops him up with a big power body slam. And he does have the power, so that will work. And he plants him, and Black Shadow is hurt. Dara Singh going to make the tag to the Great Gama. Gama comes in. And the Great Gama grabs him, double legs him, and tries to slam him back to the mat. And Black Shadow in trouble here. That caught him. Center of the ring. He's going for the cover here. Target is 4. Roll is an 8. So once again, Black Shadow able to kick out, but getting dangerously close to being pinned there. And now the Great Gama with a Gama throw. This is a +1. We're going to try for the pin save here. And Blue Demon comes in, and he just delivers a big stomp to the back of Gama's head as he tries to cover Blue Demon. So Blue Demon is going to take another point of fatigue, but he has not been pinned. And now the Great Gama scoops him up with a big crushing bear hug. And he's in trouble here. We're going to try another pin save. And the champions, they don't get it. Blue Demon tries to come in, but Dara Singh comes charging in and lays him out with a big shoulder tackle. And Blue Demon rolling, or Black Shadow rolling his pin here. Target is 6. Roll is a 3. And so quickly, Punjab Express win the match and the tag titles from Los Hermanos Shadow. And that was Great Gama beating Black Shadow for the tag titles with a crushing bear hug. And let's see here. 1-star match. I'm going to give it a half a star for the title match. So we'll give it 1.5 stars on that one. And it does look like we have new tag team champions, Punjab Express, picking up the titles in their first match in the NWC. And we're moving on at a brisk pace here. As this is the last match of the first half of the show. This is Waldo von Erich versus Rip Hawk. And both men, like I said, well known for their tag team. Well, historically well known for their tag teams. They're not known for their tag teams in the NWC, but historically they're known for their tag team wrestling. But neither man's partner has debuted, and so they're just kind of stuck in singles action. Let's see how they do against each other. And in the red corner, weighing 242 pounds and standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, from Charlotte, North Carolina, he is Rip Hawk. And in the blue corner, weighing 265 pounds, standing 6 feet tall, from Berlin, Germany, this is Waldo von Erich. And now Waldo and Rip Hawk locking up in the center of the ring. And it is Rip Hawk who wins the lockup. Hawk pushes Waldo off and charges at him with a big running knee. And Waldo von Erich avoids that and grabs Rip Hawk with a side headlock. And Rip Hawk is brought down as Waldo von Erich just squeezing away and bringing Rip Hawk to the mat with that side headlock. Waldo von Erich gonna throw Rip Hawk out of the ring. And that was a mistake as Waldo von Erich tries to climb out of the ring to continue his attack, but Rip Hawk is up quickly and just dominates Waldo von Erich outside the ring, putting him down with a big body slam on the concrete floor. Target is 2 here on the count out. Roll is a 7. So he's not counted out, but Rip Hawk is now in charge of this match. Waldo von Erich in trouble after suffering that body slam on the floor. Rip Hawk throws a closed fist at Waldo von Erich. This is a choice H. I'm playing with the vintage chart, so that isn't a death jump. That's into the ropes or level 3 on agility. That'd be 10 or less, so that's what he's going to do. He needs a 10 or less, and on a roll of 8, he gets it. So Waldo von Erich caught with that closed fist, and he is hurt. And Rip Hawk not gonna back him into the turnbuckle, gonna roll up here, applying the armbar on Waldo von Erich. Von Erich is dazed here as Rip Hawk tries to force him to the mat to stomp on him. But Waldo von Erich able to power out. And he grabs the head of Rip Hawk and smashes it into the turnbuckle. Rip Hawk doesn't take much damage from that, and he is quickly back up, grabbing a headlock on Waldo von Erich. Von Erich is dazed here as Rip Hawk once again grabs the armbar. Von Erich can't free himself. And Rip Hawk has the arm and charges into the gut with a big knee. And Waldo von Erich hurt by that knee as Rip Hawk still has the arm. I think this is a tag team thing. In tag team matches with Swede Hansen, which he has not debuted yet. So this is not a tag team match. This is just a choke against the ropes. And so Waldo von Erich being choked on the top rope by Rip Hawk here. And he is down. And he's going to roll out of the ring as they're close to the ropes. And Waldo von Erich reaches in and grabs the legs of Rip Hawk, pulls him out of the ring, and this time it's Waldo von Erich delivering a big body slam on the concrete floor. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, I guess. And Rip Hawk could be counted out here. Target is 3, roll is an 8, so he's not counted out. And now Waldo von Erich is in charge here. Von Erich hits him with the Blitzkrieg. That is a +2 finisher, so the target is going to be 6, and the roll is a 4. So that does it. Waldo von Erich with the Blitzkrieg has defeated Rip Hawk. And let's see here. That would be a 1.5 star match. And we're on to some light heavyweight action to start the second half of our event, as we are moving along at a pretty good pace here. Santo and Earl Caddock. And in the red corner, weighing in at 185 pounds and standing 5 feet, 11 inches tall, from Walnut, Iowa, this is Earl Caddock. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 209 pounds, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, from Hidalgo, Mexico, he is El Santo. And Santo and Earl Caddock lock up in the center of the ring. And Caddock able to take control easily. And Caddock goes for the Greco-Roman knuckle lock on El Santo. Santo is hurt as Caddock showing off his power against Santo here. And now Caddock with a standing vertical body press, showing off his agility against El Santo. And let's see, that's a choice D. So level 3 will work 8 or less plus or minus the opponent's power rating, which is +1. So 9 or less here. And on a roll of 11, Caddock can't hit the standing vertical body press. El Santo able to get out of the way. And now Santo in control here. Santo scoops up Caddock multiple times and just slams him to the ring. Slams him down in the middle of the ring. Caddock is down. Not going to roll out. Caddock is too much of a fighting guy for that. And maybe he should have, as Santo grabs a double armbar and attempts to maneuver Caddock into a pin. Can't do it, as Caddock won't. Neither shoulder will hit the mat for Caddock, as El Santo has to give up, and Santo attempts a running body attack. This is a choice C maneuver. And +1 on the power. That's going to be 7 or less, or -3 on the agility. Yeah, it's a power move. So level 2 running body attack. Gonna work on 7 or less, and on a roll of 10, Caddock able to avoid El Santo's body attack, and Santo collapses to the mat as Earl Caddock continues, or really starts, his attack. And Caddock now with the body scissors on El Santo. Santo's hurt, and Caddock grabs a toe hold and armbar. This is an add 1 maneuver, so we're going to add 1 to El Santo. Santo's hurt here, and he moves back into the body scissors. And Santo able to break free. Santo breaks free, connects with a big front knee lift as the two men get back to their feet. Earl Caddock catches the knee and attempts another standing vertical body press on El Santo. This is a choice D. Level 3 move that's going to work on 9 or less. That actually does work this time. So standing body press brings El Santo down to the mat, as Earl Caddock is still solidly in control of this one. And now Caddock with a head scissors and wrist lock on El Santo. Target is going to be 2. Roll is a 7, so El Santo able to get free. Not giving up, and Caddock can't force his shoulders to the mat. But Caddock continues to apply pressure and try to put him down with the head scissors and wrist lock. Target is 3, roll is a 9. Caddock, once again, can't quite get him there. And Caddock still has that head scissors and wrist lock, though. Still trying. Santo can't get free. Target is 4. Roll is a 4. So there it is. Earl Caddock has defeated El Santo with a head scissors and wrist lock. I don't know if it's like an upset, but it certainly wasn't expected to happen like this, or this quick, really. I thought either man could win, but I definitely did not expect it to happen so quickly. So here we go. We've got Caddock with a head scissors and wrist lock. And that is going to be 2 stars. And so there we go. And we move on to our final women's match of the evening. This is going to see Yulie Brynner as she takes on Clara Mortenson. Neither of these ladies have amazing records, so this is just kind of a match to try to bolster both ladies' records up, and just to see who can come out on top. In the red corner, weighing at 154 pounds, and sitting on thin air, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, from Portland, Oregon, this is Clara Mortenson. My guess is that she's probably sitting on something in the original image, or the original photo, but for some reason it got cropped out or not transferred. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 130 pounds and standing 5 feet 3 inches tall, from Chicago, Illinois, she is the world's ugliest woman, Yulie Brynner. And Brynner and Mortenson now in the center of the ring, locking up, and Mortenson wins the lock up here. Mortenson with a back heel trip. Yulie Brynner able to counter that. Brynner grabs her in a bear hug. And wow, that bear hug really squeezing the life out of Clara Mortenson. And Yulie Brynner now. Oh, that was the wrong one. Yulie Brynner got her in the bear hug, and she drops her and drops a shin across the throat, choking her with her shin as Brynner distracts the ref by arguing with him. This is a choice F maneuver, so it's going to work on 7 or less for a level 3. And on a roll of 6, she gets it. So Yulie Brynner chokes Clara Mortenson, then covers her for a pin. Target is going to be 2. Roll is a 7, so Mortenson not covered there, not pinned. But Yulie Brynner still in control here, and Brynner grabs her with a front waistlock and slams her down hard. This is not... Yeah, I was going to say, she's got a... There's an asterisk on this, because she could do the corner trap double knee drop. So this is actually, that's what I'm going to use, and it's a +3. So that's going to make the target 6, and the roll is a 6. So Yulie Brynner quickly dispatches Clara Mortenson. That was a squash if there ever was one. And that was with the corner trap double knee drop. I'll need to adjust her card. And so here we are, final 3 matches. The first of the final 3 will see Joe Stecher take on Johnny Valentine. The winner of this match will meet Lou Thez for the NWC World's Heavyweight title in December. And so this is a big match for both men. Stecher has been champion before. Valentine never been champion, but has been on a tear, so it definitely could win it if he gets there. And in the red corner, weighing it at 255 pounds and standing 6 feet 4 inches tall, from Seattle, Washington, he is Johnny Valentine. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 220 pounds and standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, from Dodge, Nebraska, Joe Stecher. And Stecher and Valentine going to meet up in the center of the ring. They lock up, and Stecher takes control easily here and locks Valentine into an arm lock. Valentine is dazed. Stecher continues to hold that arm lock. Valentine, though, not impressed, and just absolutely blasts Stecher in the head with a big forearm shot. And then backs him into the ropes. And the referee breaks the 2 men up before Valentine can really get dirty on the ropes. And this time, Valentine wins the lockup in the center of the ring as the 2 men meet back up. And Valentine backs Stecher into the turnbuckle. And Valentine backs him into the turnbuckle. The referee, out of position, allows Valentine to deliver another huge forearm shot across the bridge of the nose of Joe Stecher. And Stecher is in trouble here as Johnny Valentine grabs a front face lock and rolls him up. Here is a choice C maneuver. So let's see here. Level 3 move, 6 or lower on agility. Level 2. I guess he's going to go for the power. It's going to work on 5 or less. And on a roll of 6, Stecher able to avoid the front face lock roll up here. And Stecher grabs an arm lock and body blocks Valentine. And Valentine falls to the mat, but is close to the ropes and is going to roll out of the ring. Valentine going to roll his count out here, going to take a prolonged breather. Not counted out as he rolls back into the ring, but Joe Stecher immediately jumps on him, applies the scissors hold. Target is going to be 3, roll is a 10. Valentine probably shouldn't have wasted all that time outside the ring. Stecher looks upset. Stecher grabs a double wing hold on Johnny Valentine. Let's see. Not going to go for the power, so because that'll be 6 or less. So he's going to try the level 2 double wing hold. That'll work on 8 or less. And on a 6, he gets it. And Valentine is hurt. And Joe Stecher now eagle split. 6 or less here. And on the roll of 4, the eagle split is successful. And it does some damage to Johnny Valentine. Valentine's hurt here. Stecher once again grabs the arm lock and attempts a body block. And Valentine is hurt but doesn't go down this time. Stecher grabs a half Nelson, tries to force Valentine to the mat to pin his shoulders. Can't do it. Valentine is hurt, but he's not down. Stecher continues to work that half Nelson, trying to put Johnny Valentine to the mat. And Johnny Valentine won't go down. And he just grabs him with a takedown and tries the body ride on Johnny Valentine. Valentine not going to have that, shoves Stecher off. And Valentine goes for a reverse chin lock. That is not going to work. And Stecher pops his head out. And he's in control here. Arm lock and body block on Johnny Valentine. Valentine once again hurt, not going to the mat. And then Stecher applies a wrist lock. Johnny Valentine is dazed here as Stecher applies pressure on that wrist lock and backs Valentine into the ropes. The referee breaks the 2 men up. Stecher breaks clean. They meet up in the center of the ring, and Johnny Valentine wins the lockup there, pushing Stecher into the turnbuckle. And Valentine once again leans him back and then just delivers a solid forearm club to the bridge of the nose for a second time on Stecher. Stecher is in trouble here. Stecher's hurt here as Johnny Valentine waits for him to get back up and clubs him with that big forearm hammer a second time. Stecher's hurt here. Johnny Valentine backs him into the ropes. And this time he leans him back against the ropes. Palm on the chin, exposing the chest, and just forearm hammer to the chest of Joe Stecher. Johnny Valentine pummeling the smaller man here. And Valentine tosses Stecher out of the ring as Stecher hits that concrete floor hard. And Stecher going to roll his count out here. And Stecher's not counted out. Gets back in the ring. Johnny Valentine is there, though. And Valentine not going to let him come back in the ring easily. Waits for him to step through the middle rope there. And nails him with that atomic skull crusher, that jumping elbow to the head. And that's a +1 finisher. So target is going to be 4. Roll is a 12. So Joe Stecher able to kick out with ease here. But Johnny Valentine still in control. Valentine grabs a backbreaker on Joe Stecher. This is a choice H. Not going to do that. Going to push him back into the ropes. And once again, opens him up and crushes him with that forearm hammer. Johnny Valentine just manhandling the smaller man. Front face lock roll up. This is where Valentine starts to kind of get in trouble. Trying to get too fancy with his wrestling here. He just needs to beat him up. This is going to be... power is -1, so 5 or less. And on a roll of 9, he can't do it. So that front face lock roll-up is once again unsuccessful. And Stecher tries to grab him for a takedown and ride him once he's down. And Johnny Valentine once again just shoves him off, says no, that isn't going to happen. And Valentine backs him into the turnbuckle. And for a third time, or maybe even the fourth time this match, Valentine holds him in the turnbuckle and delivers a forearm hammer to the bridge of the nose. Let's see if this busts him open. And it's even, so it does. So that finally busts Joe Stecher's nose wide open. And Stecher is bleeding. And Stecher's hurt here as Johnny Valentine continues his attack, backing Stecher into the ropes. But Stecher, using the momentum of being kind of flung into the ropes to kind of bounce back and double leg Valentine, taking him down and just kind of pinning him to the mat. Stecher in charge here is now Valentine being pinned. The target is going to be 3. The roll is a 10, so Valentine not pinned. He's able to kick out. But Stecher coming back here. Stecher not going to throw Valentine out of the ring. That's not the kind of wrestler Stecher is. Will back him into the turnbuckle, though. And Johnny Valentine is met with a big forearm club of his own. Valentine a little too tall for Stecher to hold him back and club him in the nose, but Stecher has no problem clubbing him across the top of the chest. And now Joe Stecher applies the scissor hold as Valentine stumbles out of the corner. Target is going to be 5. Roll is a 7, so Valentine able to break free here. But Stecher shoves him right back in the scissors hold. Target is 6. Roll is an 8. Valentine not giving up, not being pinned here. Stecher trying to maneuver his shoulders to the mat as well as make him submit, either or. And Stecher has to let go of the scissors hold, and he goes for the armbar and crossface on Johnny Valentine. And Valentine is hurt here as Stecher attempting that eagle split. And this is a choice C maneuver, so let's see, level 2, going to be 6 or lower on power, so we're going to go for the level 3 move because he's got worse agility. That makes just more sense. So 6 or less, and on a roll of 11, he just can't get that eagle split to cooperate. And Johnny Valentine pushes him off, stands back up, and starts pushing Stecher back into the turnbuckle. And Valentine connects in the ribs there with the big blow as the referee is quick to break them up. Stecher now stumbles out as Valentine backs him right back into the turnbuckle. And this time Stecher is there and he just clubs him right in the nose again. Really punishing Stecher's nose here. The bridge of the nose has been Valentine's favorite spot for landing those forearm hammers. And as he stumbles out, Johnny Valentine with that atomic skull crusher. Target is going to be 5. Roll is a 4. Johnny Valentine with the atomic skull crusher has mercifully put an end to this match. Stecher bravely fought on, but couldn't quite get it done, as Johnny Valentine has picked up the win here with the atomic skull crusher. Let's see, that is 8 fatigue. So that is a 4-star matchup. That sounds about right. And our final 2 matches of the evening, as we've just now pushed about an hour. And this is going to be the Fargo brothers with their manager, Wild Red Berry, as they take on the fabulous Kangaroos. Wild Red Berry's former team here, or former charges. And in the red corner, at a total combined weight of 468 pounds, from Sydney, Australia, here is Roy Heffernan and Al Costello, the fabulous Kangaroos. And their opponents, in the blue corner, accompanied by Wild Red Berry, at a total combined weight of 436 pounds, Jackie and Roughhouse Fargo, the Fargo brothers. And Jackie and Roughhouse, they are there with Wild Red Berry. And here we go. I'm going to add both corners. I'm going to add double team attempts. We're still going to try that out. We didn't use them last time, but maybe we'll use them this time. We'll see. And I'm going to do Roughhouse Fargo. Starting off with, we'll do Roy Heffernan, that's fine. And here we go, Roughhouse Fargo and Roy Heffernan. And it's going to be Roughhouse Fargo who takes control of the match on the lockup. And Roughhouse Fargo grabs the hair of Heffernan right off the bat, tries to pull him to the mat. And he cannot do it. Yeah, it's +2 for both, okay. So, Fargo is fought off by Heffernan. Heffernan now applying a surfboard as he throws Roughhouse Fargo to the mat himself. And Roughhouse Fargo is down here. And now, Roy Heffernan gonna throw Roughhouse Fargo out of the ring. I don't know whether that's advisable, but these two teams do not like each other, mostly because of Wild Red Berry. And Roughhouse Fargo thrown out of the ring, but he grabs Roy Heffernan out of the ring, and both Roughhouse and Jackie Fargo pick Heffernan up and drop him throat first across the ring barrier there, or the ring apron, or the ring barricade, and he's rolling his count out. And target is 2, roll is a 9, so he's not counted out. But now Roughhouse Fargo rolls him back in the ring, and he is in trouble as Roughhouse Fargo throws him back out of the ring just so he can ram his head directly into the ring stairs. And Heffernan's hurt now, and this is really getting crazy. Heffernan rolls back into the ring. Fargo follows. Fargo stomps him in the corner. And Heffernan is hurt. And Roughhouse Fargo grabs an atomic drop. And Roy Heffernan once again hurt. Fargo going to tag in the other, Roughhouse Fargo going to tag in Jackie Fargo. And Jackie Fargo going to bite him directly on the forehead. And Heffernan counters that. Heffernan now with a hammerlock. And that will work as they are even in power. And Jackie Fargo's hurt here as Heffernan now leaping chest attack on Jackie Fargo. Fargo's hurt as Heffernan makes the tag to Al Costello. Costello coming in. And Costello grabs Fargo and Aussie suplex, which is sort of like a fisherman suplex from what I understand. He suplexed him over here, and Fargo. Oh, Fargo able to keep himself from going over. And Jackie Fargo gonna pick up Al Costello and body slam him in the center of the ring. Costello's hurt. And now Jackie Fargo with a kick to the midsection here. And let's see. Power is +1. Or into the ropes. He's going to go for the kick. He's just going to boot him in the midsection. That makes the most sense for Jackie Fargo. So 8 or less. And on a roll of 6, he is successful. Except Al Costello catches the kick. And now Al Costello with a double hammers to the chest of Jackie Fargo. And Fargo has the power, so that's not going to work either. Fargo able to block that with ease, trying to bite Costello in the forehead. And Costello, once again, not allowing Fargo to bite him, just kind of keeping his distance. And Costello grabs a headlock, takes him down, and tries to apply a head scissors on Jackie Fargo. Fargo's dazed here, but he's close to the ropes. He could try to make the tag. Let's see if he's able to do so. He cannot. And Al Costello now in control. Costello with a rolling single leg takedown as they get back to their feet. And this one slams Fargo down to the mat with more authority. And Fargo gets back up. He's a little worse for the wear as Costello scoops him with a backbreaker and slams him down across his knee. Fargo's hurt here as Al Costello backs him into the ropes. And Jackie Fargo able to counter that as Costello trying to lift the knee into the gut as they're leaning against the ropes. And Jackie Fargo catches the knee and drives forward, slamming Al Costello to the mat. And Jackie Fargo now in control. And Fargo ducks a wild swinging attempt by Al Costello, grabs him up in an atomic drop, and plants him here. And let's see, that's going to be a +5. Or, I mean, a +5. The target is going to be 5. We're not going to use our pin save yet. And the roll is a 10, so that was probably smart. And Costello in trouble now as Jackie Fargo solidly in control here. And Costello's down. They're going to try for the double team. They have a +0. And we're going to do the double team down. And Jackie and Roughhouse Fargo whip Costello into the ropes in a big double team back body drop. The referee is warning the Fargo, saying, no, this is not okay. You can't do this. And gives them the warning, but can't, or won't disqualify them. And now it is Jackie Fargo in control here. Not gonna toss him out of the ring quite yet. Gonna roll up. Fargo clocks him with a big right hand. And he is hurt here. Oh, I need to subtract one of these. And Jackie Fargo trying to bite him in the forehead. Once again, this has not worked so far. That does manage to work, but he's close to the ropes as Fargo gnaws on his forehead. He reaches out and he's able to make the tag to Roy Heffernan. So as Fargo biting the forehead of Al Costello, not paying attention to the hand, they make the tag. Heffernan comes charging in, knocks Fargo in for a loop there, and then goes for the cross arm breaker. This is a choice D maneuver. We're going to go for the... It's only got a -1. He's going to go for the level 3 move. It's going to work on 7 or less. And he gets it. So, level 3 cross arm breaker there. Fargo's hurt as he pulls his arm out. And now the Kangaroos with a big catapult smash as Jackie Fargo in trouble here. And Fargo's hurt. And Al Costello now, big backbreaker slam on Jackie Fargo. Fargo's hurt. And Costello applies the sleeper hold. Jackie Fargo's down here. Going for the, gonna try to make the tag. And he is able to just barely touch the hand of Roughhouse Fargo. And Roughhouse Fargo tagged in here, comes charging in, breaks the sleeper hold with a big boot to the ribs, and then struts. As Al Costello is dazed. Costello, though, might make that tag while Roughhouse Fargo struts around the ring. Fargo realizes that he doesn't want to strut for too long and gets back in there and boots Costello in the backside. And Costello is hurt. Once again, might try to make that tag. He's able to get it, and Roy Heffernan comes in. And Heffernan going for that flying mare. This is an agility move. And he does have the agility, so that will work. But the mare puts him pretty close to his corner. Is he able to make the tag? He is not. And now Roy Heffernan with a jumping head cracker on Roughhouse Fargo. And Fargo is down as Heffernan climbs to the top rope and is ready to jump off on Roughhouse Fargo. And Heffernan comes flying off the top rope with a big axe handle, putting Fargo down. And now Heffernan bouncing off the rope, jumping up, big flying tackle on Roughhouse Fargo. Fargo is down. He's going for the cover. And the target is 3, and the roll is an 8. So Roughhouse Fargo takes 1 fatigue. Roy Heffernan continues his attack. Oh, big boomerang on the Fargo brothers here. And this is a big tag team move, so he's going to tag Costello in. He's going for the pin. This is a +3. They're going to go for the pin save. And that is a success, so they managed to save themselves from fairly certain defeat there. And Costello locks him in the Chinese rack. Choice G. 7 or lower, plus or minus power. That'll work. 9 or less. And on a roll of 9, that is successful. The Chinese rack, a level 3 move. Target here is 5. Roll is a 9. So, Roughhouse Fargo able to avoid being beaten there, but I mean, how much longer can it go? Kangaroo leap, and they make the tag. And Roughhouse Fargo's hurt. And here's a monkey flip. Ropes or level 2 with power. He's going to go for the ropes. And Roughhouse Fargo can't get much done. And Heffernan hip tosses him off of the ropes. And then applies a surfboard. Roughhouse Fargo is dazed. Breaks free of the surfboard back to his feet. Right, Roy Heffernan locks in an arm wringer. Roughhouse Fargo spins out of that with an arm wringer of his own here. And now Roughhouse Fargo puts Heffernan down, grabs a drink from one of the fans at ringside, and throws it in the face of Roy Heffernan. And Heffernan did not appreciate that. The soda in the eyes, not pleasant. As Roughhouse Fargo goes for the tag to Jackie Fargo. And Jackie Fargo comes back in with a big kick to the midsection. I'm going to back him into the ropes here. And the referee steps in to break these two up. And Jackie Fargo wins the lockup and clocks Heffernan with a big right hand. Heffernan is hurt here. Jackie Fargo, another big right hand. That one catches him and puts him on his backside on the mat. Going for the cover here. Target is 3. Roll is a 9. Roy Heffernan able to get a shoulder up at the last second here. And now Fargo scoops him up with a big atomic drop. Target is 6. They're going to go for a pin save here. And they fail it. Roughhouse Fargo is keeping Al Costello busy on the outside of the ring, so he can't get to him. And this is going to be a target of 6. Roll is a 5. So the Fargo brothers have defeated the fabulous Kangaroos and avenged their manager, Wild Red Berry, who was embarrassed by the Kangaroos. And so, yes, that is the end of that one. That was Jackie Fargo beating Roy Heffernan with an atomic drop. Let's see, that was 6, 7. So I'm going to call that a 2-star match, because we're going to give it a little bit extra for the, because it was a grudge match. So there we go. And that brings us to our main event of the evening. Jim Londos, the European heavyweight champion, puts it on the line against Bert Assirati, who is just a absolute brick shithouse of a man, who is also one of the most unpleasant human beings, or unpleasant wrestlers to ever wrestle. Well known for just being uncooperative and enjoying hurting his opponents. So let's see. The European heavyweight title is at stake. And here we go. In the red corner, weighing in at 265 pounds and standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, which is just, I mean, that size to that weight. I mean, just a meatball of muscle. From London, England, this is Bert Assirati. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 202 pounds and standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, from Greece, the European heavyweight champion, Jim Londos. And Londos and Assirati meet in the center of the ring. And it's Londos who takes control early. Londos backing Assirati into the turnbuckle. And Londos getting his hooks in and hip toss out of the corner on Assirati. And Jim Londos now grabbing the leg of Assirati, going for the standing toe hold. Assirati's hurt here. And Jim Londos with some rabbit punches. And Bert Assirati able to counter it. Assirati with some clubbing blows on Jim Londos, the champion here. Londos is dazed. And Assirati backs him into the turnbuckle. Assirati lifts a knee into the gut of Jim Londos. Londos is doubled over. Assirati grabs him, standing side headlock. Really applying the pressure on the head there. Londos is hurt here. And now Bert Assirati with a front face lock takedown. This is a choice D maneuver. So let's see. Level 3 going to work on 9 or less, so that's what he's going to do. And on a roll of 10, Assirati can't quite get the face lock applied properly. Londos able to slip his head out and grab the arm of Assirati, taking him down to the mat with a grinding arm bar. Assirati is strong enough to kind of force his way back to his feet, but Assirati is hurt here. And Assirati, Londos still has that arm though, and is going to try to take him back down with a grinding arm bar. And that is going to work. They're in the center of the ring. Londos has the arm, trying to get a submission out of Bert Assirati. And the target is going to be 1. And the roll is a 10. So Assirati definitely able to free himself from that. And now Jim Londos with a Grecian sleeper grip. And that's a choice E maneuver. Let's see. Agility. Going to work on 9 or less. And on a roll of 6, that is a level 3 Grecian sleeper grip on Bert Assirati. And Assirati is hurt by Jim Londos. Londos once again grabs that arm and just grinding armbar. And he grinds Assirati down, but Assirati able to force his way back to his feet again. He is hurt. And Londos still has the arm, so Assirati's going to have to try it again. Not able to force his way back to his feet this time, but he is able to get to the ropes and then roll out of the ring. And Assirati really favoring that arm here, as he is in quite a bit of pain. And he climbs back into the ring, still favoring the arm. And it's Jim Londos. Trips him down as he gets through the ropes and applies a standing toe hold. And Assirati is down, and this is his special thing. The first time this instruction is rolled, roll 1 die. On rolls of 5 or 6, Assirati becomes uncooperative. Subtract 1 from Assirati's pin and treat this roll as dazed 1 for the remainder of the match. If Assirati wins the match with the crab hold while uncooperative, roll 1 die. On odd rolls, the opponent is injured for that many cards. So let's roll the 1 die. On 5 or 6, he's uncooperative. He's not going to become uncooperative in this, so this is just a down 3. So now Jim Londos, Londos not going to throw him out of the ring. That's not the kind of champion Londos is. Londos is going to push him into the ropes, though. And the referee is on top of things in this title match. He is able to break them up before anything gets weird in the ropes. And Assirati able to win the lockup in the center of the ring. He is going to back Londos into the ropes. Once again, the referee quick to break these two up. Assirati once again wins that lockup using his superior power there to just brute force his way into a heel hook on Jim Londos. And Londos is hurt here. Assirati going to go for that front face lock takedown once again. This is going to be 9 or less for a level 3 front face lock takedown. And this time it's successful, so he's able to cinch in that front face lock and just easily take Jim Londos to the mat. Londos is down. Londos not going to roll out of the ring. That's not how Londos rolls. And Assirati, I don't know why I keep saying Assirati. Assirati with the toe hold. And Jim Londos is hurt. I feel like Bill Watts constantly calling Jim Duggan, Jim Dugan. It's just... Anyway, Londos is hurt, and Assirati with the front face lock takedown once again. So this is going to work on 9 or less, I believe. And yes, 9 or less. And on a roll of 8, he is successful in taking him down again. And Londos, once again, is hurt. And Assirati with the standing side headlock. And that dazes Jim Londos. Assirati not getting much done, but definitely in control. Assirati grabs a wrist lock on Jim Londos. Londos able to counter the wrist lock. Londos grabs a crotch lift and slams him to the mat. And Assirati takes a point of fatigue here and is hurt. As Jim Londos once again crotch lift and slam, adding 1. And he's hurt again. Assirati going to roll out of the ring. And Londos comes out of the ring here and whips Assirati into the ring post. The referee is not impressed with that sort of sportsmanship in a title match. Might try to disqualify Londos. No, doesn't disqualify him, but does have a firm talking to Jim Londos. And Londos throws Assirati back in the ring and hits a fireman's carry slam. This is a +1 maneuver again, so we're going to add one more. And he rolls on level 3. And Assirati is hurt here as Londos hits a crotch lift and slam again. Assirati, another point of fatigue. And he is hurt. And Londos grabs that grinding arm bar, tries to bring him to the mat, and is able to do so, really working that arm, which was injured earlier in the match, I may remind you. And the target is going to be 7, and the roll is a 6. So Jim Londos has defeated Bert Assirati and retained the European title. So there we go. Londos beat Assirati with the grinding armbar. That's going to be 3.5 stars, plus half a star for the title, so 4 stars. I'm going to make a note that early in the match, Londos hurt Assirati's arm with the grinding armbar. Alright, so that's going to do it. Let's go and take a look at our ratings here just to see where things stand after that match. Derek Bauman says, great night of matches, Carl. Have a good one. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching to the end. I hope you have a good night. And I will hopefully see you next week at Galacticon. Virtually, not in person. I don't do in person. Let's see here. We got Luthez, our champion. There is Jim Londos, 24-7. He has a ton of defenses of that European heavyweight title. I believe that was Assirati's first shot. It was. So, Jim Londos really lets him have it. And the Great Gamma, you could see here, he is one half of the tag team champions. Let's see here. Here's Johnny Valentine at 7-2. Coming up, Earl Caddock 8-7. El Santo 8-4. Valentine will be facing Luthez at our year-end card. I believe next match, or next card, will be a women's title defense for Nell Stewart. She'll probably have to face off against Fabulous Moolah. Let's go to the women here. Moolah is 4-2. Byers is 4-1. Gladys Gillum 5-4. Mortenson 3-10. Yulie Brynner finally beat somebody. Elvira Snodgrass 0-2. But yeah, I think it's going to be Moolah against Nell Stewart. Unless Moolah's already... Nah, she just won it. So... And let's go here. We got Punjab Express. They just won their first title here. Stashie of Muscle, they're retired. The Sharps are 2-0. They probably need some more matches before they get a title shot here. The Kangaroos were just bested by the Fargo brothers, who are 2-2. But now that they've got Wild Red Berry at their side, maybe they'll go pick up some more wins. So yeah, that's going to do it. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, before I forget, let's go fix. There was one thing I was going to fix. What was I going to fix? Crap. Now I forgot what I was supposed to fix. Well, hopefully I'll remember. I know that there is an issue over here with Billy Riley. And this is probably, like, if you are a subscriber on Patreon and you get the card packs, the card that's in the store or that I offered for download probably also has this error. So you may want to fix it. But his belly to back suplex has no... It is supposed to be a 3 agility. It's on the back of the card, but I forgot to type it in here. So, yeah, that needed to be done. There was something else that I was supposed to do. Let me go look at the cards here. Event history. Filter options, so I don't have to go through all of it. 8. And filter. Here, let's see. Waldo and Erich. Santo. Oh yeah, Yulie Brynner doesn't have the... So let's do that. I can't remember which set she's in, so we're just going to go like this. Yulie Brynner. Editor. She is supposed to have a thing there. See, I have it listed here, but for some reason it is not on her card. So now it is. Save. So there we go. That is going to do it for us for the evening. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. I will see y'all next time.